Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is
So it's
brought to you
you
by EA
in the
Sports.
60.
It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
The football world has descended upon New Orleans, and Super Bowl 59 is underway. This return starts at the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young in Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Here's Young. That passes. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock. Sending them out on short notice. Short. Fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Jukes one defender, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Oh, look at, and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Chiefs lining up to take a shot at 2. Jackson throwing for it. He has it. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the pistol, it's Young. Toward the sideline, and McBride's got it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Chiefs territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Young working from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Young on 1st and 10. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right. Pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 8. Chased out to his right. Throw is there for Sky Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. The back grabs it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to...
Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Lamar now from the gun. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. The Chiefs making the call. They're going for 2 again. Forced out to his right. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart, but different than Got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, here's Lamar. He rolls to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Throwing again is Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Now here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Up and good from Blankenship. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Hill comes in motion left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Through the 45. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now it's 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Mecole Hardman now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's out in the clear. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Massive hit. The ball is out. And the fumble recovery is made.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. They got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Steele does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that score.
And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion, so they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
The Eagles and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He's on the move. He's running with it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Well, that's the 2-minute warning. The Eagles trailing in the early going. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Putting a receiver in motion. To the air on 1st down. Young able to get it to Barkley. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Chiefs and Ja'Marr Chase about to take over on offense once again. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Escapes the pocket. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. From the 30 on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing deep. He's got it deep downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the Chiefs going for 2 once again. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't.
He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the... It is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
From the gun, Jackson. That's Jefferson. He's got it. Decent gain here, but short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Lamar. Headed out right. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Young to throw here on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Young on the play action. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's loaded another one up. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Completes this one to Chase. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know what they like to say about sports? It's 90% mental. Well, right now with this runner, after 3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
Barkley. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. From the 40 on 2nd down. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, man. Brock, an inability to hang on to the football. I'm just going to guess might be working a little harder on ball security next week. 3rd straight series they put it on the turf.
Yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any day that ends in Y, you're probably going to do it because this is incredibly frustrating to not hold on to the football. It's left them searching for answers, and I'm not sure anybody has right now.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They kick the running back in motion. Young on 1st and 10. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he has... Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lower the deficit they face. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 7. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Searches from the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar throwing again. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll get it. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it.
That's intercepted near the sideline. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Chiefs are tackled after a stellar return. Following the interception, they're going to take over at their 40. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forced out to his right. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And the defender coming away with it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Chiefs come up big with an end zone interception and a nice return, too, out to their own 20.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes his grasp. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. This effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the... It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water, comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? First and goal to begin this one. Robinson will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Reed now to kick this one away. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On the move, headed right. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there, hence going out for the sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They just get the play on. Throw caught by his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
From the pistol, it's Young. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Is touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. Points off the deficit. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. That's in the head. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the gun, Jackson buying some time left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it's second down coming up. Throwing again is Lamar. He's on the move. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So they're left facing third and long. Jackson's gonna throw again. Flushed out of the pocket. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Throwing this back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
On third down, it's Young. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Here we go.
They're going for it, Young. He beams one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will trail by 25. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 21. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs keep running away with this. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive. He's throwing for it. Chased out to his right. And that one's gone. To add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. All right, I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Game well decided. How does a former player like yourself feel about that decision?
Yeah, whatever you think your answer is, Kate, you're right. I don't think there's anybody that likes this, and I don't think there really is a case when you're up this big. You're just trying to embarrass your opponent, and you better be careful.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Young. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they take him down right along the 30. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Chiefs are running them out of the building. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
The Chiefs will set up for the...
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock. As I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
This offense headed back to the field, led by... Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running back sent in motion. Sticking to the air, it's Young. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short, and you're back.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Eagles picked up the fumble and ran it home. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut into the lead by another point. Elliott all set for the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They can really do whatever they want at this point, Brock. They have earned the chance to close this game out however they'd like. Such an impressive showing here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And oh, he got it. Interception. Jesse, oh, now Lateral, and it's loose. They got their own fumble. And the Chiefs are stopped in the outer reaches of the red zone. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time.
Breaks another tackle, but the ball's out. The ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Oh, he was fighting like mad to stay up, Brock. Extend that run, but we all know it also creates the opportunity to do what we just saw. Force a fumble. So do you knock him there, or do you applaud the effort? Maybe a little bit of both?
Yeah, probably a little both. A little pat on the butt, but a little reminder that ball security is job security.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has him on the quick. What a hit, and the ball's loose. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Rolling out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kay, we often talk about...
So we have a pause here in...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand.
Ready.
Young on 1st and 10. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the...
Pushing for the end zone, and it lost the football. It's not loose. And it looks like, yeah, they got it back right at the 1-yard line and nearly in the end zone for a touchdown. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will trail by 25. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He takes it himself. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. So there's a flag on the field. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. And yet again, the Kansas City Chiefs have won it all. They are your Super Bowl champions.
you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approaches, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. A big play here in the big game. A pickup of 44 yards. Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. First down and goal. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Eagles. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throw across his body is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake. Jackson. That is intercepted. And now he loses the football.
Obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. And it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. Well, he certainly turned that into something. On the move, downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good...
Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. From the gun, it's Young. And this time, the rush gets home. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A short one there, caught by Kittle. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll have a yard or two up to about the 16th. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Jackson now. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going to get that complete. This is Sky Moore. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the... Second down and 3. They run over center with Robinson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in, and they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, Young. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So Kittle comes in motion. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over. I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going for it on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there.
Bijan Robinson. The speed on display. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, KC. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's Kelce. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will score. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much. Second and long coming up. Back to throw, Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Chiefs. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. One back the distance. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Jackson looking to throw. A short one caught by Kelsey. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down. Now, Jackson. The throw on the run is complete, and he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And he'll be taken down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. A big play here in the big game. 61 yards. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He's got it at the 3.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Budda Baker. He works free, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. 1st and 10. Ready. On play action, Young. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Taking up, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Eagles have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Let's go now. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike. Am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and it's...
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have reached halftime, and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense, and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Second down, Jackson. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Right back to Kelsey again. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Here's P-Rock. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Off the play fake. Jackson to the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Young to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again from his own end zone. All alone is the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, KC. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back to work. Greg, you always talk about it. Take care of the ball. And in this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this, and if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize protecting the ball, we're going to see more bad performances out of them here in the future.
On 1st down is Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now Jackson on the move. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so. He'll wind up getting 7, facing 3rd and 4.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Now he'll run it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will finally catch up to him and get him. Now it is 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will power his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That's hard! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On play action, here's Jackson. Now he'll run. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. Now Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Jackson looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Here's a third down and 4. Lamar going to work from the pistol. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's first and 10. This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And the Chiefs are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A first down throw for Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing Jackson. Now he takes off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down. Now, Jackson. He'll take off again. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. Here's a run. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. He'll go right and find his running back. A second effort, and he is in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, KC.
The Chiefs will set up.
Now it's Jackson. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver. To the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here we go. From the gun, it's Young. He's going to try it here again. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard.
And he's got another one. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Now we'll get a 2-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson now. Taking off. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Young sending it deep for Waddle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Young sending it deep for Waddle. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that we get to sit here and witness history. I mean, he is officially one of one. The first player to ever pick off 5 passes in one game. It's taken a perfect performance, yes. Probably a little bit of luck, yes. But he
bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd and long for Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's going to run, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Eagles have it. He gets free. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to keep it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush. And that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll run again.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This one from 39 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll go play action with Young. Sending it deep for Waddle. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked up, just trying to make something happen. And the ball's loose on the field. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. And the Chiefs have done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions.
Wait, Ricky, what side are you
Let's do
on?
random.
Random?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yep, 3 tries.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we're the Dolphins?
Go on the side.
Bro.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, stay.
Oh!
Whoa.
What?
No, I got there first.
I'll stay.
I got there
I'll
first.
stay.
I got there first.
I guess we're both the Eagles.
All right, we got to do 2 more songs.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Ooh.
We stay. We'll do it one more time.
Do it one more time.
All right, do it one time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh! That was 3 times.
Wait, we're the Eagles? Alright, let's be the Eagles. Come on, let's do it. No, we got the Eagles. Yeah. I'm quarterback, right? Heck no! Bro, Philly has the best playbook.
No.
There we go. Come on now. Mount Sinai. Look at the dude's name. His name's Mount Sinai. We're gonna win, dude.
Bro, snakes
What,
are
we were live
mine.
for 3 hours, maybe?
We're live for 3 hours. Oh, Rick, you better be like Till Gamer.
What?
He's the only one that hits who's you know Till Gamer live streamed for 5 hours once. And I've watched it fully.
Bro, what?
He's live streamed for 5 hours, dude.
We can go live for like 12 hours. Like,
It was chapter 2. He was doing this turn. No, it was chapter 3, chapter 2. He was doing this tournament with his friends. No plays.
Oh, no, it's coming. That fake works.
Huh?
It looks like Barbie.
Because we get the score first. Are you ready? Ooh, hold on. Picture. That's a picture. Like you do it again.
Right?
Rick, your butt's warm. No, like I on the chair.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader
Not scared.
in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the
Cheating.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Dangerous to all
Strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this
What?
going.
Is that an average here?
Bro.
4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down.
That was him, Ricky. Yeah. Dude, I tried blocking and I just missed my block.
Because in today's NFL, teams will use wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass.
Hey, not bad, not bad.
I think both guys love it if you're a quarterback. It's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. So
Yeah, Ricky.
Here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to get the edge there, no edge to be found.
Like this, trying to set the edge, trying to control either the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If you don't, that allows the defense to string a play out all the way to the sideline. And know the sideline gives you as a defender? an extra guy. You go from playing with 11 to playing with 12, and it worked out well for the defense there. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
And they're done for
Bring up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
You know route chicken bucket? No.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field.
No.